Well, the Panthers season may be over, but we still got some guys still hanging around. Got defensive tackle hanging out with me tonight. Kawann Shore, appreciate you, giving me just a couple minutes of your time. I know you're a busy man.
I appreciate the invite. When you asked me, I was no hesitation.
I appreciate that. But big news for you today. You made the Pro Bowl for the second time. How exciting is that?
It's very exciting, especially for my little girl, man. Just another vacation for her. But also to get out there and have one more chance to play football again. So it's an honor, it's a blessing. I'm just happy to be in this position.
How exciting is it for you to be in the Pro Bowl as far as is it the game or is it the events that you guys go through throughout the week? And like you said, you get to take your daughter. So obviously a lot of things that you can do in Orlando, like Disneyland.
Actually, this is my first one to actually be physically, but 2015 I was honored to go to the Super Bowl, so I couldn't make it. But this right here, man, just to show the hard work that you put in and the dedication, and after 6 to 8 months that you work for this, just to be a mention in that topic, in that sentence, it's a blessing again.
How'd you find out that you made it?
I got a call, and it was kind of we needed a scenario to go down, and it just happened to go in my favor. So it was just the right time.
So who was the first person that you called? What'd they say?
The first person that I called, I told my daughter that we're going to Disney. So that was the most important. And then I shot my mom a text and my sister a text, and all my family. And then today I couldn't really say nothing when I got the news until it was displayed today.
And obviously your daughter has to be pretty excited because all she heard was that she was going to Disneyland.
Yeah,
Disney
World. Every time you say vacation, man, she gets pumped, and you could just tell the excitement that she want to stay 10 days, and she's just excited. So just to be able to be in that position to help let her see the world, man, I'm honored.
And speaking of seeing the world, it obviously was announced earlier today as well that the Panthers will play the Bucs in London. Yeah. Have you been to London before?
It'll be my first time.
So what are you excited to see? It's the clock that's there.
But I'm not excited about this plane ride. But
how long is the plane ride?
I don't know. I think it's probably about 10 to 12 hours, probably more than that. But just to be able to go on that side of the world and showcase our talent, for this organization, I think it'd be good for us.
Are you going to take a lot of family with that as well?
That's a good question. Probably not. They can watch it from a distance, but it all depends on when that time come around and what we can do and what we can't do.
Well, going back to this past season, you guys started off very hot. You guys ended up finishing the season 7-9, but then kind of cooled down a little bit halfway through. You lost 7 in a row. Where did you feel like the breakdown was for you guys?
Just cut us deep right there, huh?
I'm sorry.
I just think, man, we were just on so many different pages throughout the season. Again, we started out hot. We started communicating, and we started playing together, and we started that camaraderie. But then, some pieces break, and once that chain starting to break, man, you see, I guess, a trigger effect. So, just as far as my standpoint as a personal, I should have been more of a leader, vocal and physically. So that could have, helped tighten up the links in the chain. But it was just one of those years, man, that you can just tell we a good football team with a bad record, and we just couldn't find a way to break the mold.
I know you said that you could have stepped up and been a little bit more of a leader. What are some other things that you feel like other people could have been doing, you guys could have been doing to collectively? Were you guys on the same page in the locker room?
Yeah. Again, man, you play with some of these guys. We've been here since I've been here, which is 6 years, and you got the Luce, you got the TDs, and you got the Shaqs, the Ryan Khalil, and the Cam, and all those guys who keep this core team together. And then you got some people who, looking for opportunities or waiting for, that instead of stepping up. And just as far as I've been in that position before, I should have just, took some of the young guys under the wing and just tell them what we need from them, what we need to do, and how we need to get this season going on the right track.
Well, it's not all bad. You got some good came out of this season as well. Who did you like that stepped up a lot for you this season? Who were you excited to see?
Offense, man. Obviously CMC, unbelievable year, but most impressive was Thomas and got it. I just drew a blank. But then on the defensive,
he was pretty good this year.
On the defensive side, man, you got Action Jackson.
Yeah.
You got Kawann stepped up, man. You got a lot of guys who stepped up, but a lot of people overshadowed that, and you can tell. So.
A lot of questions surrounding Cam and his shoulder. Have you had a chance to speak to him recently? You know, do you know what's going on with that situation?
It's touchy, man. Like those type of injuries, man. Injuries, period. You don't want to elaborate too much on, just as far as like go up to him like, oh, what's wrong with your shoulder, or stuff like that. So we kind of have like that's kind of one of those things that's like a forbidden thing, just to knowing like that these just grown people are here, man. Like you let them have their privacy, and if they want to tell you, they tell you. And I was just never the one to just go and ask. I mean, I had problems myself, so I couldn't be in anybody else's business and not trying to handle mine.
I mean, did you feel like you saw anything going on? Because the media only gets to see the first 15, 20 minutes of practice, and you guys are stretching. We actually don't get to see anything else. And besides the game, did you feel like, that he was good? Because the big thing towards the end of the season was when to take him out, to play him and whatnot. And now, is he going to get surgery? Is he not?
Practice, I didn't see nothing, man. Like, he still was trying to spread our defense. He still was trying to, be that dominant player as he is. And in the game, I didn't see no different. I mean, you see a lot of, what we do, what the organization does as far as scheme-wise, and that's where a lot of people elaborate of he not doing this or he not doing that. But he's just playing within the system. And then, you got a lot of people who just think they know football is looking out from the outside. And that's just type of thing they had going on.
Well, going with the defense, Thomas Davis, man. He's played his whole career here. It's coming to an end. Obviously, he was going to retire, said he was going to retire at the beginning of last season, and then had the suspension and decided towards the end that he wanted to come back. The Panthers have decided to go a different route. Do you know what a locker room without Thomas Davis looks like?
I had a glimpse for the 4 games he was gone, but his presence was still there. But like now it's going to be crazy because Thomas is the voice of our defense, the voice of the team actually, and knowing that that's gone, it's gonna be a tough pill to swallow. And then that's where it comes like we gotta have more people step up and be vocal and physical. So we gotta find that. We gotta find that Thomas Davis Jr. in the locker room this year, and hopefully, if not too late, we can bring him back.
Do you feel like that voice might have to be you? You was talking about you have to be a little bit more of a leader on this team.
I think with me, man, it's more of a leading by example. I'm not really like a guy who talks, who yells, and who do all that, and I'm not going to get out my comfort zone. So, but I do step up here and there, and I do, say vocal what I need to when I feel like the time is right. But, that's going to be a tough shoe to fill.
Yeah. Have you had a chance to speak to Thomas?
Yeah, I actually talked to him the day they did it, before they announced it. We was working out, and I mean, it was just, this is life. Panthers is all he know. I really didn't try to, talk too deeply about it, because I know the emotions was running high. It was just more I could just tell him I can lend my hand and support him. I'm always here if you want to talk.
If he doesn't come back to the Panthers, if they don't change their mind and he goes
better not go to
else,
Atlanta. He better not go to the Saints, or he better not go to the Bucs.
Oh, that would be crazy if he went to one of those teams. But what if he did go to one of those teams or somewhere else and he's on the other side of you? How different, how weird is that for you?
It's gonna be weird just to see him in a different uniform, period. But I mean, it's his job.
Right.
I respect him from a man on and off the field. He got to do what he got to do to put food on his table. So, if that has to be his last option, in my opinion. But if not, man, I wish him the best.
And Julius Peppers, another guy that we don't know what he's gonna do, if he's gonna come back or not. Almost 40 years old and still out there, just laying it to dudes. I don't even know how. Do you know how he still does it? And he doesn't look tired at all.
He don't drink Gatorade. He don't drink water in practice. So
what does he drink?
Nothing. That's what I'm saying. Like,
so he doesn't drink any type of fluid.
I'm still trying to figure out the formula that he got or what he was born with and all that. But this guy's he doesn't stop. He doesn't quit. So it's kind of interesting to see what's going to happen these next couple of months of if he's going to come, if he's going to stay, and we just try to hope for the best.
Well, you guys seem that. A little surprised when you found out he was in Nelly's Hot in Here video. I had no idea that he was even in that video. Like when they showed the clip, I'm thinking, nah, that's not
Panthers just see riding, huh?
Yeah. I mean, did you imagine like Pep got down like that?
I knew before that whole thing surfaced. I've heard it back like right before he came here. Somebody was telling me about it, one of his close friends. And I just never went back to see it. But then when the Panthers put it up, I was like, oh snap! I was like, that was him. And I tried to say something to him. He was like, nah, chill. That was the old me. So I kind of had to sweep that under the rug. So, when he say no, he say no.
Yeah, that's it. So can he dance? I mean, have you seen him dance? Like, when I see Pep, he just seems very straightforward. It's like, what's up? Like, he don't say nothing else, and that is what it is. So I feel like the most personality I've seen has been in the high here.
I don't even think you're gonna get a two-step out of that, man. He was in the car. That's the only part he was in that video.
No, he was standing up in the back too, because he had the all yellow on, right, with the headband.
So I only saw the first part like in the car, so I gotta go back and try to look at it and see.
So have you been in any music videos?
Nah.
If you could be in any music video, what would it be? I can tell you. No, I can't tell you mine. That's a hard one, right?
It is. If I could be in any music video, whose would it be?
Yeah. Gosh. I mean, we could go all the way back to like the BET Uncut days. Man. I mean, there's a lot of good videos from that.
It's a lot.
Those days.
It's a lot, but not one come to mind right now. So we have to come back to that question till it come to my head.
So I mean, it's gonna be funny to you, but the one video that pops in my mind, I wouldn't be in it.
For you.
I wouldn't be in it. But I saw a clip of it the other day, and I said, wow, that was a great video. And he used to come on BET Uncut was Tip Drill. that was a great video, was it not? I mean,
I never saw that video.
You never? That's a lie. It's definitely the best 5 minutes. Just a house party, vibes. Besides the girls, doing what they're doing, it's a nice vibe, right?
That was the video. The girls doing what they're doing.
I mean, but it was a party, right?
It was a nice house. It was a nice house.
It was a very nice house, nice tubs. I mean, nice pool. Good video. Anyways, speaking of house parties and stuff, you're gonna be turning the big 3-0.
Jeez, you had to say that. Yeah.
Listen, that's young. I don't understand why people think that that's old.
Good week.
It's a new 20.
I think it's just more of like that maturity level has to go up times 10. Right. A lot of the things that you thought was in your 20s was cool, like you have to kind of start sweeping stuff like that under the rug. You kind of be more of a figure instead of knowing when to pick and choose your battle. So I'm ready for it, but it's just one of those things you got to get used to it. Just hopefully I don't start growing gray hairs.
Yeah. So what's your plans for your 30th is the real question. I know you have something big planned, or can you say it on camera is the question.
Say it. I'm going out the country. I don't want to say where because I just.
Well, now I want to know where you're going.
Just me and some of my homeboys, man. My homeboys I grew up with back in high school. Just go out and have a good time, really. So we're gonna go. We're not gonna go to Super Bowl weekend, which is actually my birthday, which is February 2nd.
Right,
so we're gonna go the following weekend.
So are you interested at all going to the Super Bowl?
Am I interested? Yeah, I'm gonna go down there, but I don't know if I'm gonna stay for the game or go to the game.
Who's your picks for the Super Bowl? We going Tom Brady and the Patriots. We going McVay and the Rams.
You can't count Tom Brady out, man. I think it's gonna be a tough, and if they do lose, the Saints, the Rams have to have no mistake.
Are the Saints still on your mind? Is it still?
Yeah, that was a tough game last night.
It seemed like everybody was, well, not everybody. A lot of Panthers fans, Falcons fans were pretty happy that the Saints didn't win.
Yeah, but I didn't want it to go down like that, though. I didn't want it to go down like that.
Right.
I respect, what I'm saying, Coach Payton and all that, but that play, well, a couple plays in that game should have been called, but you can't really. It's done, so you can't really elaborate. You can't really, not elaborate. You can't really sit on it. It's done, and hopefully, next year they have it fixed. Yeah.
Well, a lot of people want to see you guys get back to the Super Bowl, get back to that 2015 form. What is next for this Carolina Panthers squad coming up next year?
I think most importantly, we all got to buy in the process. We all got to have the same vision, the same goal, and the same work ethic to become who we want to be, and not to even try to chase 2015, is to be better. And then we got to start from day one once we come back in April of knowing what's the goal at stake, what we need to do, how we need to do it, timely matter we need to get it done, and everybody has their role. So I think that's the most important thing that we need to have in our minds this off season. You sit down, you eat the bad seasoning, and you take it away, and then come back knowing that what we got at stake, because we still got a lot of guys coming back that's good, and we just put the pieces together.
Is Eric Reed one of those guys that you'd like to see come back?
Yeah, I'd love to see him come back.
Do you feel like there was it was hard for you guys to put out the outside noise when he came to the team with everything that was going on with him?
Nah,
and obviously all the drug tests that he had.
You hear that, man. You hear like, oh, man, like he's going to be a bad asset to this team. But once he came, obviously the media, elaborated on it, and then that was it. Like, it was never like an issue with coming into the classroom where they're talking about it or it's always something about it. Like, no, that was it. And he did what he did, for the games, and he got his reasons. You respect it. But he's a hell of a ball player, and that's one of the ones you want to have on your team.
And going back to the Super Bowl, talking about the Rams, how do you feel about C.J. Anderson just kind of getting his –
I'm happy for him.
Yeah, stepping
up
right now.
He just was in the wrong situation. I believe he's still an unbelievable back, man, just playing him in 2015. But just knowing, like, what type of person he is and just to see him get another opportunity, man, you could just see, like, during the season, man, how, things was irritating him and how he just wanted better. And you can't fault a player for doing that, man. And, that's what happened, and he got another opportunity. He took advantage of it. And that's what a good player do.
All right, so we got the Super Bowl. We got the Pro Bowl coming up, kind of close, a little bit. Yeah. The Pro Bowl coming up that you're going to kill in, the 30th birthday that you're not going to tell us where you're going unless you want to change your mind. And then we got to know the answer to which music video you want to be in before we go.
Yeah, I'm excited for the Pro Bowl. First one, I want to get to experience the whole, the whole nine. It's going to be my first time.
Yeah. Well,
so I mean, you're looking forward to it, like.
But I mean, you get to see them outside of the season, so.
And not as serious as you would be in the game, like I hate you and all that. But just watching it on TV some years ago, man, like it looks fun, and just to hope it carries on to this weekend, and just to see, what's the atmosphere like. Again, 30th birthday. Yeah. Out the country.
You're gonna use that Pro Bowl check to pay for the 30th birthday?
It's not nothing big, so it's nothing.
It's nothing big. Like what is it? Because you told me to look it up, but I'd rather you just tell me.
I don't know.
You know what it is? Okay.
So hopefully have fun. And then what'd you say?
The music video.
The music video. I would love to be in a Jay-Z video.
Oh, well, you can't just say that. Which one?
Oh, I got to pick a certain video?
I think you got to pick which one. That's a hard one. I don't even know which. Oh, I know what I do. Two of them. I got two of them.
I was about to say something crazy. I was about to say one of the videos that had a certain person in it, but I couldn't say it. But if so, man, I'd probably be in Song Cry.
Really? See, I was going girls, 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 or Feeling It.
Why are you putting me in this? You trying to put me in this category like it's all about? You put me in tip drill. You put me in girls, girls, girls.
Right. I'm just
trying to label me like, no, this is not.
I'm trying to get you to live your life. Open up your 30s. Just having some fun. The tip drill. Girls,
you're just trying to put me on this platform.
Feeling It doesn't really have that many girls in it, right?
Who?
Feeling It. Feeling It.
Yeah, but that wasn't really one of his hits, though.
Okay, well, we'd be talking about a whole different.
Or 99
we'd be going
Problems.
on. That's a good one. That's a good one. Or you could do it for Pharrell, but we're going off topic. But so congratulations on the Pro Bowl. We will make sure we are tuned in to watch you, and then next season, Super Bowl.
That's the goal.
All right. Good luck.
Appreciate it.